Good evening, my crafty friends. This is Patsy Ray with Design Your Day with Patsy Ray, and I'm excited to be on the Magnolia design site doing a video about surfaces. And let me see if I can give everybody a couple minutes to get on. And let me see if I can find myself on the video. It's been a wonderful day of sharing videos with everyone for the presenters that's been on today. And I'm honored to be on here this evening. Today is day 10 of 12 deals of the holiday season, and it is featuring surfaces, and I'll be using 2 different surfaces this evening. All surfaces are 10% off, and I think the discount comes in at checkout. So today I'm doing some stuff that's a little bit different. I am going to be using the 12 by 18 double-sided surface, and this is one side, and this is the natural side. And the reason I'm showing you 2 different surfaces is because I want to show you the versatility of this surface. You can use the wooden side. And hello everybody, hello Andy and Joyce. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to, I have decoupaged a napkin over the natural side. But I also have this on my wall. And this is the white side of the surface, and I made a sign. Let me see if I can get this in here. We wish you a Merry Christmas, and this is one of the Magnolia Christmas stencils. You don't have to paint it or anything. It's ready to go when you're ready to go. So that's the first surface, and then the second surface I'm going to be using are the arabesque ornament tiles. And they are perfect. We have a matching stencil to go with it, and I'm going to be showing you that. I'm going to be using some gold cording, and I'm going to be using some ribbon. I've already got it pre-cut, and I will give you all the dimensions as I do the project. I will be using some greenery, and I will be using the glittering gold chalk paste and the stencils that go with the arabesque ornaments. So I did a lot of prep work before I came live tonight, so you wouldn't have to watch a napkin dry and, you know, stuff like that. So this is my surface, and this is the napkin that I decoupaged. Hello, Yachty. Hello, Kathy. This is the napkin I decoupaged over my natural surface. I didn't paint it or anything. I just decoupaged it to give it a nice, I want to say, vintage-looking background. And this is what the napkin looks like. I got it, and it took about 2.5 pieces. It's only a 3-ply napkin, and what I did is I put Mod Podge down, let it dry. Then I measured my napkin, and I took the plies off, and that's easy enough to do. This is a 3-ply napkin, and this is how I do it. Maybe other people have a better way, but this works for me. And you just take, in case you've never done this, you just take the top ply off of the napkin, and you lay it down on your dry Mod Podge surface. Then you take parchment paper and put it down, and then you get an iron and you iron over it, and that result, it will give you a smooth surface. I've had my challenges in the old days when I tried to Mod Podge something, and it was an epic fail. But since I learned this technique, it is so much easier. So let me move this. And I have one more thing that I do every time I come to my happy place, and that is my cookie sheet. This is a cookie sheet from the Dollar Tree. You get them 2 for $1.25. I line it with a paper towel. I have my spray bottle with distilled water in it. So as I do my stencils, I turn them upside down, ink side down, and I spray. Whether I'm using ink or whether I'm using chalk paste, I really, really wet it and the towel. So, because my kitchen is downstairs, so I can't leave the video to go downstairs and clean my stencils. So what I'm going to do now, and I hope you guys can see, I'm going to get my tiles and I'm going to chalk the outer layer of the tile. Excuse me, haven't had enough coffee today. Been busy, and so I'm going to take this, and I have used these several times, but I'm still going to fuzz. And I'm going to do 3 with one of the stencils, and I'm going to do 2 with the other. Now with this one, I'm going to turn it upside down on my tacky towel. I'm going to get my arabesque ornament, and to me this is the easiest way to line it up. Okay, and then I have a light here in my room, and so, it's not quite on there straight, and I will put it up to the light and make sure that everything is on the surface. So I'm going to do one with this. I hope you guys are having a good evening. I've been through some really bad sore throat, and tonight I'm hoping that I don't sound like Kermit the Frog. And these stencils for these arabesque ornaments are awesome. They are so easy to use. And you can put anything, you don't have to do the outline, but I think that just adds a lot. So I'm going to take my time and I'm going to add the outline. And once I get it on and I look through my light and I know it's all there, then I'm ready to stencil these 2. And like I said, I'm going to be using the Glimmering Gold chalk paste. And while I was sick, I did all my chalk maintenance the other day. And they sure needed it. It's recommended that at least the bare minimum once a month go through all your chalk paste and stir it and add distilled water. But you know, life sometimes gets past you, so you don't get it done. So I just forced myself the other day to do it. And it doesn't take much. Are y'all ready for Christmas? Not me. I have some special projects I'm going to be doing for my family that I'm going to start doing this week. It's a memory pillow for my grandbabies and my daughter and my son. So that's one of the projects that I'm going to be, I might have to take a day off to do it. But here is the peel and reveal of the edge. And I just think that's gorgeous. And I'm just going to lay this on the backer sheet because I'm going to, well, let me go ahead and see if I can't just lay it down on here while I'm doing this and see. Paper towels I have on hand. And let me lift it up before and make sure that it is on the ornament. And the light really helps. At least it helps me. So I'm just going to lay that there for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and do this one and make sure that my stencil is down good. And that way I'll work on the other stencils while this one is drying, because I need them to be dry for the next step of the project. So here's the peel and reveal on this one. I saved it. And there's the peel and reveal on this one. So let me lay these up here so I can work on this one. And there's a little bit of chalk paste on here, so I'm going to wipe that off. And it's really easy to see the white through the edging, so you basically know you're in the right place on the ornament. And I just don't want to do a lot of touching on this one till I know that it's where I want it to be. And I do not try to do perfect. I do the absolutely best I can do. And if it works out to be perfect, then I'm excited. If not, oh well. I could wipe it off and do it all over again. So here's and like I said, it doesn't take much. Are you guys enjoying the 12 days of deals? How many of you went and got, last night and got the stencils from the craft club? I got the ones that I didn't have. Let me just lay this here. So here is the next one. So I have 2 with snowflakes. And then I'm going to, and then the difference in this is some have stars on the edge and some have snowflakes. And I really do not think it matters because, I don't know, 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 I don't it's the look that you're going for. And if you're doing, you know, my project does not have stars or snowflakes in it. And I'm going to put this down, push this down just a little bit with my squeegee. I ended up spending more money on these 12 days of deals. But when they give you the deals, you have to go for it. And Magnolia is such an awesome company. And the best thing I ever did was to become a creator with Magnolia Design. I was going through some real depression, and they pretty much saved me. And they give me, doing what I do gives me a reason to get up in the morning, put paint on the old barn, and meet my wonderful friends that join me every day in my lives. I go live every day on Design Your Day with Patsy Ray, and I show you all the great things that you can do with your Magnolia product. I lost all of my followers and everything due to a Facebook snafu, is what I'm going to call it. And this was right after Celebration that we had in North Carolina. And I came home. I had no Facebook page. I lost my personal page also. All my friends, all the videos, and I hadn't done many videos, but still I lost them. And I had to start over with 0 followers, 0 friends, and if it wasn't for my upline, I would have given up. But meeting these wonderful people at Celebration and having the support of Magnolia Design during all this, I am in better shape now with my page and my followers and my business than I was before I lost everything, because Magnolia is a family. It is creators that will be there for you when you need them, give you advice. You get a great back office that gives you ways to promote your business. And it's just amazing. I was with another chalk company for about 3 weeks with no customer support, and I said, nah, I'm not doing it. So I joined Magnolia, and I'm happy I have. I was only going to do it as a creator to make things for the little gift shop I have at an antique store. But then I decided to go live. And by going live, I've met wonderful people. Some of them I talk to in Messenger and my private messages every day. And never have I, when I was sick and I didn't have a voice to go live, I had a lot of followers praying for me and wishing me wishing that I would get better. And you know, that was just a blessing. And I am blessed every day when I go live and people come on and spend their time with me. I call it my crafty therapy. So now I have these finished and they're dry, and I'm going to put hope, faith, believe, peace, and family on these ornaments. I'm sorry, but I can't really see what you guys are saying. But I thank you for being here. And as soon as I get off this video, I will go in the comments and welcome you and thank you for being with me. So I'm not trying to put these stencils down all the way. I'm holding it up because I really don't want it to fall back on my ornament, the edge of my ornament. And when I get ready to put these on my surface, if you get a pencil and a piece of paper, I will give you the measurements that I determined would be the best for what my surface is going to look like. So there's Hope. Now I could take and put glitter on here, but to be honest, my greenery has glitter all over it. And it's a woodsy looking greenery. And I think that has enough. And I really don't need to, let me get this on here straight. I don't think I need to add glitter. Now, if you decide to add glitter, put it on while your chalk paste is wet. Sprinkle it on. And then let it dry while you're doing your other part of the project. And then take it off with a chip brush, lightly brush the glitter off after it's dry. So here's Family. And this, I'm doing Peace now. And then when I'm done with all my stenciling, I will show you where I spray down my stencils. Uh-oh, I put this on the wrong side. Ladies, mark the back. I haven't marked the back of these. And make sure you put everything on the shiny side. I hope I haven't stretched this stencil too bad. But we'll work with it. We only have 2 more days of the 12 days of deals, and you can go back on Magnolia Design Co. web page and see all of the creators and the founders and Kathleen and everybody that has done videos. I know a couple of the things sold out. The kit with the little balls sold out before I could even get one. So here's Peace. And my shirt is another stencil with Magnolia Design. I made enough of these for my granddaughters. And we have shirts or pants that match, and they are big Hallmark movie people. I'm not. I'm more historic documentaries, and I like the old Christmas movies like Scrooge. So let me tell you something funny that happened to me yesterday. I was trying to load an app on my Facebook page, and I don't know what happened, but it just, when I went to look at my page, and there's Believe, I got a picture of me, my avatar picture on my page, and it said that I was live on December 31st, 1969. 1969. So I guess I can claim, and I got proof, that I was the first Facebook person. I was still in high school in 1969. That was my senior year. Yes, I'm giving away my age. But you know what? I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be alert and healthy enough to do this. And so, and here's the last one. I know this has taken a good bit of time. So, and here is Faith. So these are the arabesque ornaments that I'm going to be using on my surface. So let me clean up. I watch some of the other creators in Magnolia, and they are so neat with everything they do, and they clean up as they go. That's really not me, but I'm trying to do better. I think I spend as much time cleaning up the mess as I do crafting. And I have a whole upstairs in an in-law suite that I live in, and it's the same size as my in-law suite, and it's full. I have a path. So now I have all my stencils laying upside down. Let me separate these. And what I'm going to do is spray them with distilled water. And that will give me a chance to get down to my kitchen. Now the ink, I make sure that I really soak the paper towel. But this is a fine mist sprayer with Magnolia design, and it works excellent. So let me get rid of the tacky towel and the backing sheets. Now let me bring my surface back up here. So, like I said, this surface has no hangers, but it's thick enough that if you put a clip or something on your wall, you'll be able to hang it. So what I'm going to do, I have measured the center of the surface, and right here's the, and this is a 12 by 18 surface, I think. And so I measured the center, and then I put my ornaments on the surface the way I wanted them, and then I measured where they would be so they would all be even. I knew I forgot something, ladies, but I can fix that real quick. I forgot to turn on my heat gun. I'm sorry, my heating tool. Usually I have all this stuff set up, but I was having problems with my holder for my iPad. It did not seem to want to angle down so you could see what I was doing. So it won't take much for this to heat up. So what I'm going to do, you're not able to see it, but I have marked, I want family to go first, so I have marked where I want family, and I have marked where I want the other ornaments to go. So maybe you can see where I'm going with this. I just want something that shows what we all need to be grateful for this year and every year. And if you can see it, I'm just going to hold it up a little bit. That's what I'm doing. Let me see if I can't do it. This is what it's going to look like as I get ready to glue it down. And I just got to wait a few minutes. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is I have this roping, and it is 3/16 of an inch, and I got it from Hobby Lobby. So while I'm waiting, I'm just going to be cutting my cording. And what I want is to be, I don't know if I want it to go straight, so you guys can help me out. Should it hang straight down with my greenery here, or should I go toward the center with all of them? But then I'm not sure I'm going to like that. So I'm going to, what do you guys think? Okay, so here we go. Come on, glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the edge off. Now, let me give you a little tip with this braiding. See how fast it starts unraveling? All I'm going to do is separate it a little bit and put a little bit of glue in the center. And then I'm going to twist it and put some more glue in the center. And that will keep it together. Then I will trim this off. I don't think my glue is quite, there it is. And then just twist it. And then once you twist it to where it's not going to come apart, then you just clip off what has unraveled. Okay, and it's just that easy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it through my ornament. And the part that I cut off, I'm just going to glue down onto my ornament. And hold it there for a minute. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the front, just enough to make sure that the braid is straight on the ornament, so it'll hang straight. Can y'all see that? So I'm going to lay this back down here. I'm going to do the next one. Same thing. This one didn't unravel as much, so that will be easier. And what it does also is it keeps everything together to where you can get it through the whole of the ornament. So here we go. Now, I would have liked to have had a piece of wood or something to hold my ornaments up, but I got the little blocks. The Jenga blocks was too wide. The blocks from Hobby Lobby was too wide, and I don't know about you, but I have no desire to go into Hobby Lobby till after Christmas is over. And take this little excess of glue off of here. And let me lay this one down. Okay, here we are. And these are all just old Cricut weeding tools that I don't use anymore since I'm with Magnolia Design, because I don't weed anything. When I make a shirt, I make it with a Magnolia stencil. And I used to sell shirts that I did vinyl on, and I did that for years. And I'm telling you, if you make your shirts with Magnolia ink and heat set, they're more durable than the vinyl shirts, because you have to be careful with your laundry with the vinyl shirts. And I'm selling more shirts that I've made with Magnolia design stencils than I have in the last couple months than I have with the vinyl, and I don't have to weed anything. It's wonderful. So let me see. Let me look at the time. Okay, I've got to hurry up. And I'm not using the real hot glue. I'm using the low temp glue, but it's still hot when you're gluing. I've got most of my Christmas decorations up. I've had several followers ask me to do a tour after I'm done, because the last couple months I've been making things, and some of it's for my shop, but some of it's for my house. And I live alone, but I love Christmas. And because I have no one living with me is not a reason for me not to enjoy a Christmas tree. And it used to be a little joke in our family that I always put Christmas trees up Thanksgiving night. And when I say trees, at one time when my kids were younger, I had 12 trees in the house before it was fashionable to do that. And my husband just shook his head. And he was in the hospital before he passed away with, and it was COVID time, and I couldn't visit with him. So when he came back home, there was 2 Christmas trees there and all my snowmen. And he said, "I knew it. I just knew you were going to do that." But he admitted to my daughter that he only messed with me, that he enjoyed the trees. So, okay. Let me cut this one. Let's get started. So, like I said, I have measured where I want the top of the ornament to be, and that's where I will glue it. And let that set, and then I'm going to do the one that goes in the center. And once I glue these, I will glue the bottom also. I did not glue the bottom of the other one yet. So here we are in the center, and this is where this ornament needs to be. And I'll put a little bit of glue down here. And it helps to measure. I think I need this one to move over a little bit, so let me fix that. And this is how you fix it. It's not rocket science. So much for measuring, huh, folks? I just want them to be staggered. And I will put some more glue down on this one. But if you ever do a project and it has a glued bow or whatever, all you do is take your heating tool and heat it up and melt your glue. I hope this is inspiring someone and you're not getting bored. Okay, so let me let that dry for a minute. And let me pick it up and show you what I've done so far. Can you see that? Give me some hearts if you like this. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this cording straight up and glue it. I have a and once it dries, I will trim it. What I want this to resemble is that we have ornaments hanging down under the greenery. That was my vision. And you could paint the back of your surface if you didn't want to do a napkin. But I sort of wanted to give this an old world vintage look. And these are the colors of my living room, so this will go over my love seat. So if you want to be in a family business, or you just want to have friends that you can visit with and have fellowship with, Magnolia Design's the way to go. You can become a creator and have a small business, or you can be a creator and just do your crafts. There's no minimum, and you have support either way. Nobody's ever going to come and tell you, hey, you know, you haven't made your quota this month, because there are no sales quotas. You pay a small fee for a website, and that's it. And if you join as a creator, you have everything you need to start a business. But the best thing is you have a group of wonderful, supportive women that's there for you, whether you have a problem with your crafting or whether you want to grow your business. They've all started at the same place, and they all have excellent guidance for you. But maybe you're not sure about, do I want to become a creator? Well, then join the craft club. And that's something that you sign up for. It's a 3-month commitment. And it gives you a variety of projects to do. And every month you get a project. And it's everything you need to do that project. Complete the surface, whether it's ink or chalk paste project, and that gives you an idea on which medium you like. Maybe you're not a real inker. I wasn't an inker for 4 months, but I finally, bit the bullet, and now I love to ink stuff. It just takes a little bit more practice, and you have to be aware that your stencil needs to be down real good on your surface, on your fabric. So, and then if Magnolia is something you like after doing 3 months of the craft club, then you can sign up as a creator. If it's something that you don't think you really like after 3 months, you can cancel the craft club, no questions asked. So here I am so far. Can you see this? So now let's embellish it. Hello, Tina. I'm sorry. Hello, Diane. I just can't see my iPad. It's too far away. So now I have these Winterberry picks. One has a gold to it and one has just white, and they all have snow on them. And then I thought that this was a really pretty pick. It didn't have a lot of green color to it, but it had the pine cones, and you'll see it has a little bit of glitter. So I deconstruct everything. So I started deconstructing this one. Let me cut this a little shorter. I cannot use wire cutters because I don't have the strength, but my Tim Holtz scissors come in and helps me out. Once I score it, then I can bend it back and forth and break it off. Okay, now I'm not even going to mess with that. I'm just going to start putting it on. Now I want my pine cones and everything to be natural looking, so, and I want them to act like it's a bough of a tree. And let me just fold this back. And I'm gonna, now I have 3 of these, but I'm only going to be using 2, I believe, once that I have everything on my surface. So I'm going to glue it down, and you will not see all this after I do my bow. Got to hurry up because I think I only had an hour before Kathleen comes on. So I'm just going to twist everything around and hold it for a minute. And this greenery, let me see, I know you can't see, so let me back up. This greenery is light and airy. So I didn't want a heavy green type greenery. And you can adjust this and have it sticking up any way you want it. And hope you can see. And I still have to work on my iPad placement on my new iPad stand. Sometimes you gotta learn new tricks. So let me put a little bit more glue on here because I don't want it coming off. So now I'm going to add my gold berries with the white snow. I have 3 of these. One is shorter than the other, and I want to use that short one on the bow. So I'm just going to add this on here. My throat seems to be holding out tonight. I haven't talked to anybody today. I wanted to save my voice. So let me This is taking the longest. Okay, and then this one. I'm just going to bend up and twist. And add this too. It's amazing how the hot glue works when it's hot. And like I said, all this will be hidden by the bow. And all I'm wanting to do, well, this has to go in here, is to add the gold. I sort of want it to be gold and white, and it looks like it's fresh from the woods. How am I doing on time? Oh no! Kathleen, forgive me, but I'm not done. Let me hurry. Go ahead and put these on here and let them dry while I hurry up and make my fussy bow, or my messy bow. And I'm just twisting this in here. I'm going to set this all over here and get busy with my bow. Okay, my bow, the longest is 14 inches, and the shortest is 12 inches. So I have 4 pieces of 4 different types of bows, and I'm not sure I'm going to use all of it. So let's start with an X this way. And here's the next one, which is a gold. And I'm just going to do the 2. And this is snowflakes. And then these 2 are just a striped gold ribbon. And I have wire ties because I cannot tie twine. So all I'm doing is making sure that my ribbon is together. And I have an X. And I fold it in the middle like a taco, and then I fold it out on each side. I do my messy bow, put it together with a wire tie. I do not cinch down my wire tie all the way. I only cinch it down enough that I can get my ribbon and pull it apart to where I have an X like this. Now I will tie it down, and I will snip the back, and then I'll start with my, I trim my ribbon going into the center of the ribbon to get the Now the bottom ribbon is not wire ribbon, but the second layer of ribbon is wire. And I just sort of chicken eye everything. You can always take more off, but don't cut it, don't be too aggressive cutting it because you can't add to it. And sorry, Kathleen. Hope she hasn't cut me off yet. And same thing with the side. How come when you're in a hurry, nothing works? What's that old adage? The hurrier you go, the behinder you get. Well, I'm getting behind. I guess I talk too much. So this is my messy bow, and I'm just going to spread it out and make sure I have everything trimmed. And now I'm going to get rid of all this, and I'm going to bring my surface back, and I'm going to glue my bow right here, and I'm going to bend it forward a little bit to where the bulk of the bow is sitting in the hot glue. I'm going to just let it sit there for a minute. And then I'm going to take these and I'm going to embellish the bow to hide the wire tie. And while that's sitting here, let me play with my ribbon. Just take a piece of this, and I'm going to hot glue it right here. To cover that. I'm only a minute over. Thank you, Lord. So here's what we have. This is my piece that, to me, this is a vintage, modern, vintage piece that could be decoration. It could be an heirloom. You could give this as a gift. It'd be a wonderful hostess gift. And this is using 2 surfaces with Magnolia. Thank you for the hearts. This is the arabesque ornaments and the arabesque stencil. And this is the 12 by 18 double-sided surface. And let me show you again. I use the natural side with a napkin, and this is the white side that you can just use a stencil. So Magnolia surfaces are excellent. They're very high quality. They're reusable, and this is going to go over my love seat in my living room. And I promise as soon as I get off here, I will answer your questions and comment, and thank you for blessing me with an hour of your evening. I hope this has inspired you to either think about Magnolia, becoming a creator, join the craft club, you know, buying their products and just making crafts, because they are an excellent company and you will not regret any association you have with the company and the creators and the other customers. So you guys have a good evening, and Kathleen, I'm giving it to you. Talk to y'all later, and I love you. Come see me every day at 10 o'clock with Design Your Day with Patsy Ray.